Hello and welcome to this week's Angel Oracle card reading for week commencing the 6th of August 2018. Thank you so much for joining me here this week. My apologies for not having uploaded this video sooner. It's been a really crazy week and unfortunately I've got behind with videos, but we are on the upswing now and yeah, getting more organised, so thank you for bearing with me on that. This week we're using the energy oracle cards to see what energies are working with us for the week of this commencing the 6th. Now this is a general reading, so these are energies that are going to be affecting all of us in some capacity, and that might be different for each of us, so it's about applying these cards to the situations that are occurring in our own lives. But if you want to have a look at what's going on in your own personal situation, whether that's your relationships or your career or whichever area you wish to look at, when I do the readings I don't ask you for any information at all. I don't need to know your age, your sign or the situation you want to look into, but if there is a specific situation that you do want looking into, you can let me know that in the contact form when you order your reading. The readings range from the 1 card spread, which is very affordable at £10, right up into Angel Tarot, Fairy Tarot, also obviously Oracle card readings, but then we have the one-to-one Skype session as well. At the moment there is a 10% discount which will come off in the car area, so if you type 10% off into the coupon box that will come straight off, but I'll leave all that information in the description box down below this video if you do feel inclined to go check that out. So without further ado, let us get into our reading. We've given them a great shuffle this week. So let's see, we pull our 3 cards. Right, the card that comes up for us first is card 3, Blossoming Abundance. In this card we've got images of flowers, butterflies, coins, everything that we could possibly potentially relate abundance to, these golden, silvery hues. This could be an abundance of money, but it could also be an abundance of love, an abundance of friendship, an abundance of support, whatever that means to us. Blossom in abundance in our own personal lives. I feel that this is something that's going to be happening quite quickly, and the idea that I'm getting through is a lot of it's to do with our thoughts. We may be bored of hearing that our thoughts create our reality, or maybe some of us don't believe that, but everything really has a thought process. Even the cells in our body have their own individual thought processes. They might not be as advanced as our human brain, collectively, but each individual cell does have that capacity to think. And so before we create anything, our brain has already told us our bodies to do it. So before I pick up this card, my brain has already decided that that's what's going to happen. And our subconscious mind really does create our reality. It's the thing that houses our beliefs. Our subconscious is the part of us that we don't consciously use every day. So the thoughts that are from our childhood, from past hurts, from past joys, all those things that make us who we are. It takes 21 days to break a habit, because that's how long it takes to create a new habit. So the idea I'm getting for this card for Blossoming Abundance is to really watch our thoughts and watch our words. The words we speak have power. So if we say something like, I feel abundance coming to me, that might sound like a great affirmation, but it's still coming from a place of lack, because it's putting that thought in the future, if that makes sense. So I feel abundance coming to me. We might always feel like abundance is coming, but then it never does. A different way of saying it would be, I am so abundant. I have all the financial resources I need. I have all the friendship I need. I have all the support I need. Even if we don't necessarily believe that right now, we have to start living like it's already happened in order for our subconscious mind to change and for these blossoming abundance to come in. So that's a little tip for the start of this week. As we move into the middle, we have card 17, which is action. Really feeling swift things are happening in the middle of this week. We have this black and white horse, again, opposites, yin and yang. But it could be our conscious and subconscious as well. Thoughts racing, ideas racing, but we've got to put that action in order to see results. So a lot of fast-paced action. It could be that we feel a little ungrounded at the middle of this week. I'm even talking very quickly in this reading because it has that type of energy. So I apologize if I'm going a bit too fast, but it's very like bang, bang, bang. It's very intense energy that could feel a little chaotic this week. So like we said, it's important to ground and shield ourselves and make some time for ourselves. And at the end of the week, we have card 23, all tied up. Interesting card. We have a woman here, and I don't know if she's tied up in rope or the vines from these trees. She looks kind of serene. For each reading, we might pull the same card and it have different meanings, but usually with this card, the energy I get is a bit like the Eight of Swords, where you're kind of, we're surrounded by these swords, these thoughts, and we can't see a way out. It's like we become a prisoner of our own thoughts and ideals and, ideologies. I'm not necessarily getting that vibe from this card. All tied up, it's almost like we're tongue-tied. A bit like I've been a couple of times in this reading. It's like we might be putting our foot in it. We say something that it comes out the way we didn't mean it. We might have wanted to say something quite supportive, but it comes out a little bit sort of hectic. It's all a bit messed up, or we could even be a bit clumsy, dropping things, tripping over our own feet. So we just got to be a bit careful of that. But I think this all tied up feeling is coming from this intense action in the middle of the week. I'm getting this image, could be somebody watching this video or someone but it's almost like a pregnancy's been announced, but it's quite late on. This person's just found out, but they could be already like 6-7 months pregnant, and they're happy about it, but at the same time they've got to get all the stuff ready, the crib, the bedroom for the baby, all this stuff. That's the kind of energy we're working with. It could be really good, positive stuff, but it still feels a bit hectic, basically. So an idea would be to, like we said, with grounding, but like breathing. I mean, my partner and I'm sure he won't mind me sharing this with you, but of an evening, we've started to take out like 15-20 minutes at the end of the night just to breathe and just to feel inside ourselves individually, if there's any blockages, if there's any things, any emotions we want to look at, or just to breathe and just to relax, really, just to give ourselves that time for ourselves, for our emotional development, our spiritual development. That might be something that we all want to consider doing. Just give back to ourselves a little bit, so that if feelings of overwhelm do come up this week, that we can really got tools to deal with it. So I hope that you've enjoyed the reading this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate you tuning in every week. It means so much to me. And it would also mean a fantastic deal to me if you felt inclined to like, share, comment, or even subscribe to this channel. I'd be absolutely over the moon. So until we speak again next week for next week's reading, I'm sending you so much love, and as always, many, many blessings. Lots of love, Alyssa.